Hey folks, daviusminimus here again. Just about to play some Niv Mizzet. Though I've just realised I don't love the basic land choices, so you think, well, basically, I don't want swamp. I think I want mountain. I'm going to run mountain for this league. It's pretty hit and miss. I'm just going to update a few things, then click go on I'm just going to click go on YouTube and we will be jumping into a league. So, hello YouTube land, hello Twitch. We are doing 100 ticks Niv Mizzet, which looks a lot like, in fact I'd say it looked exactly like this. So, budget changes, you can't support the Prismatic Vista mana base on Magic Online, so we have to go the non-snow build, which has its ups and downs, to be honest. I think it more consistently gets its mana, but less consistently beats Field of Ruin, is what it comes down to. It's also a slightly more painful mana base. We clearly can't afford Wrenn Tix, and we can't afford Teferi. So Domri is our new Teferi. It's the card that you want to see against blue-white, but unfortunately it's not as good everywhere else, which is where Teferi is at its best. We do have a couple of other walkers just to try and like put pressure on. We get to play. So like, yeah, there's 4 walkers there that could take over the game if left unchecked. So that's a good spot to be in. I'm leading on that because it's very likely I want to play a spell this turn. So, and this I really want to go get Hollowed Fountain, I think. What else on the budget list? Well, there's no Leyline of the Voids. Can't afford them. Other than that, like, I don't hate this list at all. I run most of these cards in my non-budget list, so this could take that out. So it will. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to shock myself to get this into play. And I'll probably get Godless Shrine based on this and this. So, white be black. Play that. Eat the graveyard. And there's a good chance. There's a good chance that they like Liliana here. Hexdrinker, can't touch it with that. But like, Liliana's probably the only card I care about because it'll kill the birds. If they uptick Liliana, I just discard K command and make her Niv, so that's good for us. But Liliana sets us back a turn. Yep. I assume they kill the bird, yeah. But we can eat bird and oh, actually, I think, yeah, what I'll do is not tap that for start. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So get back the bird, shock this. What that means is that makes it look like I really care about the birds, and so there's a half a chance that they try to kill the bird again. And if they do, that I'd rather they killed the bird than played a threat or looked at my hand. Now they might do both, but I'm giving them a choice. And like I say, it just makes it look like the birds is more important. Okay. And this is what I was saying before about this mana base being better against making its mana, but worse at basically every other part of the game. And now we have no basics left, so further Assassin's Trophies are really good against us. In this spot, we get to make a Niv Mizzet, and it's probably going to be enough. This deck has crazy good Niv hits. Crazy good. Right. Niv Mizzet. Go. Spin the wheel. We hit. Well, not that, not that, not that. And one of the Wrenn Tix has to go. We can have Safe Fight Quest or Night of Autumn, and to be honest, the Safe Fight Quest is probably just better here. Because you end up with so many cards in your hand that... Oh, okay, so... Right, I'm just going to pass now. But basically, you just want to be as low curving as you can in this spot. We get to veto anything good. We get to Assassin's Trophy anything even better than that. Yeah, we'll veto that. Even though it doesn't really matter because we have a Bring to Light in hand. We could just go fetch another, but this plays around Surgical, I suppose. Yeah, okay. And then I just dink them for 6. And like they're dead next turn because we have Bring to Light for Lightning Helix. So just play a taps land and Safe Fight Quest up another land, just fills the deck. Gives us our land drop for next turn. So yeah, all is well. We had a 5-card hit off of Niv. I really don't beat that too often. Spin the wheel with Bloodbraid Elf. Hit Liliana. Die. There's 7 power on the board, we have enough. Screw it, let's just each opponent sacks a creature, make a 1/1. Because it really doesn't matter. Just show some dominance. In fact, let's not show too much dominance. They have... Oh, okay, well, because the City of Blast. Let's take that out. And that should do it. They probably have another basic swamp. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to just Assassin's Trophy this just to see if they have any more basics. I just want to have that information next turn if it's available. I thought they might have Fatal Push. Okay. Should have hit for 6 first, just in case they have like Mountain Bolt. I guess Bolt doesn't matter though. Just hit for 6, 7. Bring to Light. Blue, green, black. And just grab any spell. This will do it. There's not actually that many burn spells I could search for, but there we go. Let's just get them dead. So we know they have at least 4 basics. It's good to know. Against Jund, I mean, we're kind of pre-boarded against them. The matchup's so heavily in our favour. There's a few cards that can stress me out a little bit, but not too many. Yeah, generally speaking, I don't have to do a great deal here. I don't love Veto or Ashiok. Paths are decent. Everyone kind of sucks, but it does attack, which can't matter against some of the walkers. Maybe just leave the G-Wish and the sweepers there. I don't know. I don't hate another sweeper effect. I could bring a sweeper in for that. The question is whether it's Supreme Verdict or Deafening Clarion. I think we go with that, since it hits all the glyphs. Ooh, can't cast any spells. Get rid of that. Still can't cast any spells. Well, that was a disappointing start to the game. Weave. Almost definitely lost from here. Because the likelihood of them keeping a hand that has no bolt, no push, no Thoughtseize, no Inquisition is very slim. But it's always worth playing out against these guys, because if we just draw like running lands into Niv Mizzet, would just win. I was kind of sloppy. I can't Helix next turn because I did that. Yeah, I was sloppy. Like, because if they play Bob now, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be a sad Magic player. Don't punish me. Okay, well that's fine, because I have no use for this. And as I said before, like, we play it out in case we hit running lands into Niv Mizzet, and we're actually getting there. Skype is a bit of a clock, and I did mean clock, but yeah. Because casting this Helix grows them. It doesn't really give me any life, which is a bit of a worry. It's so awkward. Anyway, and the plan's probably to pick this bird up out of the graveyard. Probably is the plan. We'd love to see. Wow, 3, 6, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that's not great. But by picking up the bird here and shocking this, these still stay as 8s actually. It still does 8 damage, so slightly behind. So if the bird dies, we die almost. It's not terrible at all. And actually, I don't actually need this bird, so I will chump with it. I'll probably chump with the bird if it lives, and then trophy. A lot of ifs and buts. Okay. Trophy. Best draw, Bring to Light. I don't know, Ajani can tap this Glyph down, that's pretty good. If they have a bolt, I'm dead. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, command. Lily. That's awkward. Well, we discard the Helix, because our best draws all cost 5 mana. But it means Niv Mizzet just dies to this and we die to that, so we have to draw Bring to Light and destroy this. Instant creature land. Well, no, it just died to this. I guess technically not dead if I mean, this is just buying me a turn here. That's all it's doing. But because I can flash this in, they can't down tick this. But now, like, all bolts, all blood braids, all fatal pushes. No, not fatal push. But yeah, that's lethal. Oh, might as well let him show me a card. Just got overrun. It happens. Might swap that for that. Although, does it even do anything? I just didn't have anything to fetch with the Glittering Wish, really. So I'll go with Erasure. It's the early game that matters. We win the late game every time, so I guess Erasure's okay early. Has mana, so we keep it, basically, is the rule against Jund. A lot of people board out birds, but I do find it important just to be like, well, you saw what happened in that game, and yeah, the birds might have died, but would have gained life from the bolt or whatever. Assault Battery is kind of weak here, but again, if they have Bob, it's one of their best cards, and this deals with Bob, but so does this, so that doesn't, but I'm going to assume that they take this here, but it depends on their hand, it really does. This wants to get a red land, because red plus this casts all our lands, all our cards. It's probably going to be red-white because we've got Kaya. Although, that would mean we can't cast birds, so it might be red-green. It's probably red-green. We could cast Kaya with the pillars. So, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I'm assuming budget doesn't have Wrenn Tix. It certainly does not. This list is 100 ticks, so not particularly budget in paper. But the deck list is on Stream Decker. Whew. Struggling to speak there. But anyway, 5-color Niv. Yeah, the paper price is $550, so not cheap. But a lot of playable cards in paper. But it's just expensive. It's just expensive. You don't really have a choice. Well, I think this is it. Charm means they have something like Liliana, and that's what they're going to try and lean on. And that means I'm going to try maybe cast the back half of this Assault Battery. Yeah, price creep. And a lot of them are pretty much, you know, like, you can play birds in a lot of decks. Knights, you can play Book Decay, Assassin's Trophy, Helix. You know, a lot of the money is because they're popular cards that are transferable, you know, fetch lands, shock lands, so yeah. That's annoying. That's slightly more annoying. Don't have a land. Obviously don't care about Assault Battery at the minute. Oh, I can't actually cast this off Pillar of Parents. I forgot. I can't cast this back half. Well, they clearly have Bolt. Do I just let them bolt the birds? Kind of feels like they're just going to bolt me. If not, it's kind of awkward. No, I'm going to just pass, because if they bolt me, it's one less bolt I have to worry about. Okay, well they didn't, and so now they probably still have push or bolt. So this Bears is probably going to die next turn, but less concerned about that. If they play Lily and uptick it, we just discard the bird. They don't. Why do they shock Blood Crypt? If they don't have bird or push, that's the weird part. For sure. Right. Well, opponent's taking their time. They know our hand pretty much by one card, so. Right, are they baiting the Dreadball? They just have a better card. You right? Oh. I think they want me to Dreadball here, but I think I'm okay with Liliana upticking here, to be honest. At some point I am going to be able to land a Niv Mizzet, so let's not just die to random 4/5s and 5/6s, I think is the aim of the game. So if they level that up twice to become a level 3, no, it goes a level 2. So they're holding Bolt or push, but they have left themselves open to that. Land birds hold Helix. I mean, this makes us immune to Lily uptick now, and this is dying. Yeah, I thought it'd be push, because if it was Bolt, I think they shot themselves for Bolt. I think they would probably Bolt us, and they didn't, so I thought it was push. Right, okay, well, should have done that the other way around. Punished. Massively punished for that. Take 2, opponent. About holding it at this stage, we have like 7 cards that we need to draw off the top. We have our mana base. I'm going to hold this. I know we could lose it to Liliana uptick, but yeah, I don't think they've got any creatures. Well, they certainly don't have a 1 or 2 drop, because they'd have played it last turn. No, I know. They'll let them kill it. Like, it's good for us. That's also good for us. That's why I held it. Ha ha ha. And they might be a little bit salty about this, but I mean, this is turn 8. And now they're in a lot of trouble. This didn't add any colours, because I've red, white and green here. This didn't do anything. Another 5. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, slightly behind. Because now, card 6/6/5 that draws 5. Not bad for 5 mana. It's a bit better than Muldrifter. Okay, I mean, I assume their hand is like Bloodbraid Elf. I assume it's just like double Bloodbraid or something 4 mana-ish. They've not made their 4th land drop. They've not played 2 drop creatures when they've had the chance to. They've not done anything, basically. They played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of discard. And it's just so bad against us. Jund opponents should really just play it as if they are the smaller Jund deck. So if they were playing against a Jund deck that was trying to go bigger, they would usually try to reduce their curve and get under us, and that's what they should have done here, I think. Could be wrong, like I don't know the matchup from their side. Yeah, possibly. Okay. It's just very weird. It's very weird. Maybe it's just that they have like damnation or something, but I want this. I want you to discard a card. I think I might just make a 1/1 and start attacking them. Make them eat their graveyard. Each opponent... Is that too greedy? Exile. I don't think it's too greedy. We're so far ahead. We've got Being to like Niv Mizzet. Yeah, just keep drawing 5. Now there's like an argument for thinning your deck for Niv Mizzet, and there's also an argument for holding it to see what you hit. I'm going with the... I shouldn't attach these, but anyway, I'm going to go with the this route, thinning it, because we've just put cards on the bottom and I'd like to shuffle. Actually, no, I didn't want to shuffle, because the cards I put on the bottom were not Niv hits. Damn, I shouldn't have shuffled. Shouldn't have shuffled, less chance of drawing 5. At we just shuffled 5 cards back in that were crap hits. So I would imagine like 3 or 4 is good now. 5. Bye. Sweet. Couldn't cast any of my spells. DJ. Alright, mate. Long time no see. Well, playing against Jund first rounder was nice. Because I don't think this deck's that great. Not the budget version. I mean, I love the deck, but the budget version's not all that exciting. It's not that it's not exciting. I mean, like, the Wrenn 6 and the Astrolabes just make it slightly more consistent at what it's already doing. Madu should be okay, I think. Yeah. I really wouldn't like to guess what the format's going to be. I assume it's just going to be like degenerate shit, because it always is. There's always the fastest deck, and it's always going to be Tron and Swift Spheres just like flying around that you can't do anything about. Well, it's this for red source, isn't it? That's what we do. Green red. So we can turn to G-Wish or Lightning Helix. Fair decks get to be played again there, as I might become the most degenerate deck. Maybe. Well, that gives us time to Unmod Ego, potentially. Do I have the lands to Unmod Ego? Black, blue? Yeah. So we just green, white, G-Wish for Unmod Ego, and then we go get Power Plant with it. Now it should buy us a lot of time. Unmod Ego, go. Choose a card name, a place and then draws a card for each card exiled. Okay. There's Power Plant. Right. Anyway. Anyway, he has Always Dust, Map, I have well, no, Ugin. I was going to buy Ugin land, Ugin Ulamog, and click OK. Normally I'd print screen that, and then I would cross off the cards as I go along, but I ain't got time for that. So that's map Sanctum of Ugin. So, I mean, honestly, I think I just want to cast this backside of this. This terrible, terrible card. I'm down to 12. I mean, it makes sense for them just to go digging lands so they can cast their spells. They've got 8 and 5, 8 and 10. Welp. Well, let's do this properly. Red, green, blue, black, white. Niv Mizzet. Go. Sausage trophy. Smack. So we can only cast. Do you have a Cascade budget deck? I have a couple. Plug time. So coming up, Decklist. I think we have Restore Balance somewhere. Okay, so this isn't actually my full list of crap I have. The list was getting too big, so I had MTG Goldfish list. So there's a Restore Balance one here, and what's the other thing where you As Foretold. I'm sure I have an As Foretold somewhere. So there's that. So I think we hit them for 6, and then we can Helix them, Helix the token when I block with it, so they don't gain any life. If they hit another land, we've got all this dust to worry about. This is smart because they're not letting me find out whether they have all this dust or not. If they have all this dust, sad. They do have all this dust. I am sad. Oh, they have Khan instead. Interesting. They don't sack that. So they have... well, I guess we blow this up. That disappears, we go get another. This is going to hit us now. So, we might actually struggle to close this out. This is definitely a situation where they can run us out of threats. Because Ugin can tag one, all his dust can tag one. Wow. Well, Jesus. Right, I don't need another Bing till I have one. I kind of feel like I'm going to need this Tolzamir, but I'm going to ditch it because it costs 5. I think Kea could be a win con, so I'll keep it. Okay, his Guile's not too hot. And maybe I drop the Helix. Ugh, wow. It's kind of bonkers. Oh, is it Charm? No, Helix. That was bonkers. Bonkers. So they have 8, so they can Ugin. Oh, and I just discarded. Right, I'm going to trade. Am I going to trade? No, let's make them cast a spell. But discarding the Helix means that the Ugin's a lot better now. All his dust disappears. Okay. And then they have Relic. Okay. Whatever. Right. So we lead on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We take the Ulamog I can't beat if they ever get to 10, so I guess I take the Ulamog, put a land on top, and then I think I have to use my green-black to blow up the Worm Coil, and then I'm going to have to... So we know they have Ugin. So yeah, so if I take out Worm Coil with the Assassin's Trophy, I can then Izzet Charm the Ugin. They've hit all 9 land drops, which is... I know they're pretty good at hitting land drops, but that's kind of mental. This is going to ramp them some more. It's going to ramp them into bloody Ugin that I can't counter. Oh, crap. I have to blow it up because otherwise I'm like getting dangerously close to bolt range. Man, that's so rough. And then I get to use that. This has been tough. So how do I deal with Ugin? With Maelstrom Pulse? But I'm down to 7 with these on board. Oh, I guess I can black, green. I can pulse this. If I charmed Ugin, they had 2 mana. Oh, just not Assassin's Trophy. Okay, but if I don't Assassin's Trophy, I dare say they don't do anything. If I uptick this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just take the Death Toucher. Yeah, ramping them could kill me here. If they hit their 10th land without having to play, like, they've not played map, they've not played anything like spheres, stars. Okay, they've just cracked that relic, but if they hit 10 lands on the spin, having taken 4 out of their deck, it'd be pretty bonkers. Right, okay, well, they fucking hit it. Jesus Christ. I was going to mill my deck, so... Wow. Yeah, I haven't drawn any extra cards. I've drawn 1 extra card. They've hit 10 land drops. It's just mental. I run more lands than them. I'm on 7. Yep, okay. Blue, white, black, red. Anything. I could get anything with this. I can cast Niv Mizzet, but what's it doing? It's blocking an Ulamog. Right. Exactly. I guess I can... I mean, I'm going to keep going for some strange reason. They have 2 attacks. There's just no point. That is so rough. That was very difficult. That was a tough beat. We get to sideboard some nice cards though. Pretty sure Cinevine's is okay. Damping Sphere is obviously great. Vineyard's good. I don't think I want Path. I'm not really in the market to ramp them, especially after that game. Domery's pretty mediocre. Case Guile sucks. Salt Battery's pretty bad. I could certainly trim a couple of Helixes. That was pretty mental how they drew something like that. Is this good? I can't remember if this is good. Tell target non-land parent convert my cost 1 or less. I mean, it's okay. Is Helix just better? I'm not so sure. I could probably just play a Wish, which is then either KO or Helix or something else. That stung. I'm not really sure if I want Cindervines. Probably do. I brought in some things that are threats. I should write GG though, like, it went long and he did play better than me. Okay, I could buy that. That seems reasonable. Instead of G-Wish, maybe? Or maybe instead of this 3rd Helix? Can I cut so many Helix? I have done. Is Abrupt Decay just terrible? Would have enjoyed it more if I won. Because I was getting quite frustrated. This is good, right? This tags map and Sylvan Scrying and everything else in the deck. Anyway, I think we can. Well, I feel favoured with this hand for game 2. I feel like we should win game 2, just based on nothing other than the opening hands and them mulliganing in. But winning game 3 is a bit harder. Yeah, I like just having Ashiok on 2 is just awesome. Thank God. Scared for Dismember then. That's brilliant as well. And this is a matchup where you mill. Oh, thank God that's gone. They hit tower. So they're kind of forcing us to... well, that doesn't do anything. Ah, okay. Mill. They're kind of forcing us to... Yeah, I think we just sphere. Kind of annoying that we missed our land drop there, but what can you do? We know they can just like play off the top. Our cards will get in the graveyard, in exile. Unless like, because they do have tutors that will become live at some point. Ugh. I guess we just do it again. Milling Walking Blisters is good. Walking Blisters is a reason not to downtick this, actually. I don't want to give them green lands, so we're not going to just start ploughing through these. We've got enough cover. This might get a scoop. I'm not sure. Does not. Okay. Well, they have double Ugin. Double Wurm. Wurmcoil's the card that they can cast the soonest. What's that out here, though? Is it blow up this? They are just on the naturally cast shit plan, so I'm going to take the map. I have to draw 3 winning lands before I clock them. I need to go in the graveyard. I took the map because if they do deal with this, the maps are the most dangerous card. It's questionable. Right, okay. Our Bring to Lights are just, it's worth noting, are pretty blank. Because of Dampening Sphere. Not blank, but not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 10. We've got Helix Trophy, Cindervines, Lavinia, Ashok. A good 5, I would say. I think Kayd comes out for Book Decay for O-Stone. Haven't even seen O-Stone. Yeah. Kayd plus Ashiok's a combo kill, but we've got G-Wish if we have to. Turn 2 Thought Erasure, turn 3 Ashiok. If we draw a land, I think is pretty decent. It's obviously not overly exciting. They have Tron, so it's how many payoffs do they have? I'm not sure what's that much better than this hand, to be honest. There's not too many hands that are much better without like birds into Ashiok. Right, okay, and so here's where we try and fight through these. Oh, tough. I'll keep it. Thragtusk is definitely beatable. I agree with that. Niv blocks it for a start. I took Blast Zone. It's interesting. So what's my play here? It's probably another Thought Erasure, is it? Does that mean I have to go get green-black? I really want to get green-black. I guess green-black's okay. Yeah, we'll go get... Oh, cancel. Blue-black. Yeah, I'm going to go get green-black. Yeah, because the O-Stone, like, now they've played that out, it's like, do they want to play Blast Zone or do they want to play Thragtusk? You just kind of have to hope they drew a threat we can tag here. That's probably the best we can hope for. Blue-black, Thought Erasure. I'll take the scrying. I want that. That's why I left Safe Right Quest on top, because the Thought Erasure is a scry as well. And that protects them from a future O-Stone. But this is the spot where Wurmcoil. Roll call's rough. Crap indeed. Green white for Chaos Guile. But then what? This is why I really like Seatron decks. I always have it. Yeah. We just don't have long to deal with it either because of this and this. I think it's just Chaos Guile. Although then they might just play Thragtusk out. We'll play it because... We'll get it because it forces them to play out, and by them playing out, it makes the O-Stone worse. It's like marginal upside. I'm doing nothing else relevant this turn. Like playing Ashiok into this is just not good. Yeah, so like that's kind of what they were forced to do, but they could still put a fake counter on, so pretty dead pretty soon. In fact, pretty dead now. Supreme Verdict's in the side. Why not Factoring Gust? Because I'm stupid, I didn't see it. I could also not cast it. What's in the deck? Is there anything in the deck? I could Knight of Art on this, that's not good. I think I'm kind of like priced into this Chaos Guile. I can shock for... I can get a basic for a Helix as well. Oh, okay, so if I Helix this now, and then with this trigger on the stack, Chaos Guile, they'll go down to 3/3/3s, and I'll have a 12 life and a 1/1. I can do that in combat. There's no reason not to do that in combat. It's stop me taking any damage. This might get us back in. Stone's good again now, but so we get a basic, go red, white, Helix this, the trigger on the stack. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, make a 1/1. I'll gain 4, make a 1/1. Well, that's... It just gained us 11, 12, 13 life, something like that. And sure, we still got a lot of 3/3s to deal with, but got a lot easier. Can I take the turn off to crumble to dust? It's risky. I probably can't. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they could put 4 counters on there, so make it 5. They can just... Yeah, okay. Right. If I Niv Mizzet here, what's the worst that can happen? They could kill Niv Mizzet and the Spirit Token and hit me for 9 with something like Land Ulamog. Right, that's worst case. If I bring to light for Crumble to Dust, block a token, take 6, go to 5. What's my worst case then? I have 2 fake counters, so I'd be dead next turn. So I don't think I can crumble. I think playing a Niv forces him to pop. I'm not sure it forces him to pop. Depends what they have. They could just pass for the turn. I think I have to play it though, because I think I'm dead to bring to light plus something.